Hola amigos, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma Bennet. Today I was wanting to speak to you about my reading goals for 2023. Now, for the last, I think 3 years, something like that, I have tried to have reading goals for each year. Sometimes I'm really good at them, sometimes I'm not. So I've had ones where I try to read a certain number of books. I've had ones where I try to read a certain number of kind of different genres. My one this year was that I was trying to read books that had been recommended by other people. So the idea was that I would read one book every month that was recommended by someone. Now, I kind of forgot about this about halfway through the year, but I have probably done it because I have read quite a lot of books in the second half of the year which were recommended by people on YouTube. So I imagine that if I looked back, I probably had managed that one. So I was trying to think what I could do for 2023. I didn't want to set myself like an absolutely huge challenge for the number of books that I would read, because I'm wanting to do NaNoWriMo again in 2023. I'm also wanting to do Camp Nano. So that's kind of 2 months, maybe 3 months if I do Camp Nano in April and July, where I potentially won't be able to read very much. And I didn't want reading to become a stress. The other thing that I found when I've done challenges with the amount of books I read is that you automatically go and choose books that are shorter so that you're kind of getting ahead and you're getting more books in. And I didn't want that to be the case. But what I think I will do is I will set myself a small, for me, a reading challenge of 52 books a year. So it's like 1 book a week, and that should be completely manageable. With that though, I won't include any books which I read to my children. Sometimes I think that I should. My children aren't little ones. It's not like I'm reading them picture books. I'm reading them like proper sized books. But I don't think I will count those. I think it'll just be ones that I do independently by myself. I'd really like to get into listening to audiobooks as well. I have got this absolutely awesome app. It's called BorrowBox. I think it's just something in the UK, but it's the library system basically, and you can borrow ebooks and audiobooks completely for free on it for a few weeks, and you can renew them if you want them for longer. And it's really, really great, except I just cannot get into audiobooks. My mind just wanders too much. I think I like to read physical books. I like to be able to reread passages. I like to be able to look back if there's something that I want to check up on. And the audiobooks just aren't working for me at the moment, but I do want to see if I can get better with that next year. My main challenge that I'm setting myself though is to keep a reading journal for the first time. This is something I've seen several people on YouTube doing, and I think it sounds like such a lovely idea. So I'm going to get myself a notebook, and I'm not going to write masses about each book that I read, but I do want to obviously record the title, when I read it probably, the author obviously, and maybe a few thoughts on it. I don't think I'll particularly kind of rate them, but just, yeah, thoughts about it, what I really liked about it, anything that stood out. I think that would be really nice to look back on over the year, because what I found thinking back about what I read this year is because I hadn't recorded it, I couldn't really remember exactly which books I did read this year and which books were maybe the year before. So I think that would be really, really helpful. And so yeah, I am really looking forward to a fantastic 2023 of reading. I would love to know down in the comments below if you set yourself similar challenges or resolutions for your reading, and if so, what they are. I hope that you are having an amazing holiday and that you are going to have a brilliant Christmas and an absolutely fantastic new year, and I will catch you in the next one.